Hi, I'm Mark from Dublin Concerts, and we're here with Niamh and Podge from HamsandwicH. Guys, you just played in-store in Tower Records. How'd that go?
Yeah, it was great. We played it for Today FM, and we did 3 songs and little chats and stuff in between. We were kind of like a house band for an hour. But yeah, it was really good. It's fun to do that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I suppose it's preparation for your big gig in the Olympia on Saturday?
Yes. We've been rehearsing quite a lot. We're at this stage where we all need a day off, which is tomorrow. We're going to do nothing tomorrow before the gig on Saturday. But it's great. It's really kind of, we hadn't done anything for a while. We've been recording and stuff, so it's really nice to get back into kind of just playing the songs, and especially playing the new songs now. We're getting great opportunities to play them. Going to be playing a few of them on Saturday at the gig. And it's good for us. It's good for us to get back into that kind of stuff, yeah.
Cool. And I mean, you've played huge gigs. You played Slane, Electric Picnic, but this is probably your biggest gig on headlining, I suppose, is it?
Yeah, it's definitely it's funny because it's weird. It still feels like nearly the biggest gig we've ever done, even though we've played quite technically terrifying gigs in front of 25,000 people, but for some reason, because the emphasis is very much on us, but that's why it's kind of exciting, because it's kind of a special night. It's actually, weirdly enough, someone pointed it out, it's technically the anniversary of the band as well, because we met on a Good Friday, so it's it's the day after anniversary, but it's anniversary weekend.
Yeah.
Sort of the anniversary. So how long have you been together now? About 7-8 years, is it?
We always lie. There's never an official number. Do we just throw a random number out?
Because it's quite long. We don't want to admit to being really old. So
I know the feeling.
Silver anniversary. What's the really old? 50? If you're married 50
Brass
years.
Anniversary, I don't know.
Donkey anniversary.
And this is all in preparation, I suppose, for the new album. You'll be playing a few new songs from the album at the gig?
Definitely, yeah. We have, I think we're doing 4 new songs, and I think it's a good number, because you have to be, as a band, you're aware as well when you go to gigs and a band you really like and you pay to go and see, and they play a whole load of new songs. You're kind of like, well, they're not really familiar, and you enjoy it, but it's kind of like you want to hear the stuff that you know. So I think 4 songs is a happy medium, you know what I mean, and kind of dotted throughout the set, so people get a nice little kind of taster of what's to come.
And I think one of the best things is, though, it's technically one of the longest sets we'll have played to an official. We've often played long sets, but this is, I think we're going to be playing for at least an hour and a half. And normally we would have been kind of afraid, wouldn't we, to play anything kind of quiet-ish. We're just, with I don't know, with inexperience or nerves or whatever, you think, it has to always be like bang, bang, bang. Yeah. Because as soon as you go quiet, people sort of usually talk over bands that try anything a little bit low key. But I think we're confident in the new songs. There's only 1 or 2 now low key ones, but I'm really excited just to see how they pan out or how they go down, because I think I'd be quietly confident if we win the crowd over as well as we normally do, they'll probably really. To give us the attention we hope to get.
Yeah. I suppose the Olympia is good for that kind of. I think they're good for that kind of quieter songs as well. It works, I think, as a venue for quieter kind of stuff.
Yeah, because I went to see the National there, and they did the Vandalai at the end with no microphones, just stood at the front of the stage, and everybody was just silent, and then they started singing along, and it really lends itself well, because even though it's a huge venue, it's still really intimate, because the way it curves around, and everybody is quite close to the stage, you know what I mean? So it's great for that kind of atmosphere. You can definitely really, really quieten it down, and I think people will listen and won't sit there not listen, basically.
Exactly, And so the new album, what's the plans for that? Is it a release date yet, or
no official date, but it'll be definitely out this year. Well, no, I'd like to think we're aiming for August, but it'll be around that, August, September kind of. But it's great, because we as soon as we finish this gig, we'll probably be going full into just kind of tidying up the album, and it's good to get to play these new songs live, just because we'll know from literally the first play if there was a particular part in a song that needs work, or that's kind of with any band. They should really let their songs have a bit of airtime before they actually put them down. It's usually I think it can be a bit mad just writing 10 songs, putting an album out, and never actually road testing them, see what people think of them.
And so what can we expect from the album in terms of, is it going to be kind of slightly different direction musically, or?
Spike lasers.
It's kind of like it's a mixed bag really. Like Illuminate, the single we have off it, it's a good indication, but there are some songs on the album that are quite dark as well, and it's a real mixed bag, and it's kind of, once again, it's different to White Fox, but you kind of want it to be different, but you still want to retain the sense that we're Ham Sandwich. Like, you still want a person to listen to a song and go, oh, that's a new song, but it's Ham Sandwich, I know it's them, you know what I mean? So hopefully we've managed to do that with this album,
I think
you know?
definitely, which I'd be most excited about. We've never really experimented massively on the fact that there's more than just one vocalist. And technically with White Fox it was only really myself and Niamh, and now Darcy's kind of come to the forefront as a bit of a
diva.
a bit of a Mariah Carey. But it's just like, and it's funny, it's just sometimes you need to listen to outside opinions, and I remember a few, like one or two different people have been saying like that they really liked the juxtaposition of our two voices, but that we kind of did a lot of similar, we didn't really harmonize enough, and that could, it can definitely strengthen parts. So that's something that's really intrigued me with this new album. We're delving into harmonies and three-part vocals, and you immediately kind of think these songs are getting so much better with just a bit more effort and a bit more work and playing out, as opposed to just copying each other singing in different octaves.
Although I suppose that was kind of easier trademark sound. Even listen to Illuminate, that is, like you say, it's like you're like, oh, that's different, that's new, but it's a Ham Sandwich song. But it'll be interesting now to hear what these three-part vocals and three-part harmonies you're talking about. Like
Nine-part vocal with a donkey in the middle of it. Why do I keep saying donkey?
I don't know, you just like donkey.
Donkey's my word.
donkeys are great,
but they're evil. They kill people. That's true. They do. Donkeys kill people.
I'm gonna have to look that up further now. Donkeys killing people.
There's some crazy statistic that they kill more people than some sharks or something like that. I'm serious. Look it up.
Interesting.
Into a pool.
You learn something new every day. So what's the plans then, kind of touring wise and everything, after, once the album comes out or before the album comes out? Will you be hitting the festivals this year, or?
Fingers crossed. Yeah, we've a few kind of festivals, new festivals that we never played at before, kind of over the summer, and then fingers crossed for the kind of big ones. Kind of do that, and then all the while over the summer we're going to be getting down to recording and like finishing off the album and stuff like that, and then definitely when the album is out we'll look into kind of a proper tour with it and stuff.
I think that even now, even before, like, we haven't had a gig since before, what was it, just at the end of New Year's was our last official rock gig, and then we kind of concentrated on the album. But I think there's a real sense that we're now prepared for nearly anything, as in we're really ready. So it's nice, because like we haven't really anything put in place, but we're like this band that have, the car is built, or whatever you want to call it.
Ready to drive.
Ready to go.
Well, guys, come here. Best of luck with the album, and
Thank
best
you.
of luck with the gig as well. I'm looking forward to it. I should hopefully be there myself. So
Deadly.
Cool.
Thank you.
Listen,
Brilliant.
thanks very much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Mark.
Cheers. Thanks.
And it's a pretty wacky idea, I suppose, concept for the video, so we hope it comes off the way it is in our heads. So if so